Yo, what's good? It's your boy Nom, and we're back with another one. So today we are going to be taking a look at the highly anticipated PG5 and seeing if there'll be a good shoe for you. So this video should be pretty quick. We're only gonna be touching on 5 things: how the shoes look, how the shoes fit, traction, how they play, and if there'll be a good shoe for you. So guys, let's get to it. First, let's go ahead and start with how the shoes look. So as you guys can see, the shoe's not a bad shoe. Are they attention grabbing? No, they're pretty basic. I mean, it could be just because of the colorway that I got, but there's nothing about this design that really like pops out. Also, the materials aren't necessarily the highest quality, but the shoes are only like $100, so it's like you get what you pay for to an extent. But besides that, man, it's like it's not a really design that you can complain about. Like, it's not ugly, but the shoe's not gorgeous. Now let's go ahead and touch on the fit of this shoe. This shoe, they fit narrow, bro. They fit super narrow. If you have jackrabbit feet, like you just have a long foot, these will fit you like a glove. But if you have wider feet, man, you gonna know what pain feels like. These shoes squeeze the hell out of my foot. Also, the tech that is in the sole of the shoe, I don't know if it's the PSI or maybe I didn't break them in, although I've already played like several games of pickup in them, but they just hurt the bottom of my feet. Every time I play in these shoes, I'm like, yo, I need a foot massage. This is too much. I went true to size with these, so it's not necessarily like I got the wrong size. I got these in 13 and I usually wear 13. They give you a little bit of room in the toe box, so if you don't like that, maybe go a half size down. I wouldn't recommend it though, because these shoes are narrow, like I was saying, so you may have your feet jammed up in this joint if you go a half size down. But overall, if you do have a more narrow foot, I really don't think that you would regret getting this shoe. And like, really just based on fit alone, there's nothing about this shoe that would really like anger you. But if you have a wider foot, I suggest trying it on in store and seeing how they fit, because yeah, it gets tight in here. Real quick, guys, before we continue the video, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe if you've been finding this entertaining or valuable in any way. A like, just a like, which is free by the way, helps me out so much. I'm really trying to grow this channel, so guys, please, if you like this content, please show it. Click the button, just smash it, just hit it, just go ahead and, you know what I mean? But anyways, let's get back to the video. Now, let's go ahead and touch on traction. So, to be frank, these shoes do not have the best traction. I'll just go out and say it. They don't have that good of traction. They remind me of like an older basketball shoe that, you know, you kind of played in for a while, so like the traction's not like it used to be, but they're still good enough to play in. That's this shoe. I don't know what it is, if it's the rubber makeup or whatever, but these just don't have that great of traction. You're not gonna be sliding all over the place, but like, you're not gonna be stopping on a dime. One last thing, I've played on clean and dirty courts, and the results were the same. It's not the best traction. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and touch on how these shoes play. Like I was saying earlier, these shoes have a much more narrow base, so it was a little bit different than what I was used to. They're also squared off at the bottom, as you guys can see. They don't have too much curvature on the sides to kind of like rock from side to side, if you know what I mean. Like if you're someone who does a lot of lateral movements, you're doing a lot of hezzies, you're kind of pushing off the inside of your foot, just know that these shoes do not necessarily complement that. There are several times when I'd be playing, I'll be like, yo, I have to adjust my game to the shoe instead of the shoe just kind of fitting in my game. And that was kind of annoying. But if you are someone who does play very linear, you're kind of always playing downhill, I don't think that you would necessarily dislike this shoe and how it plays, because one thing I do have to mention, And I kind of complained about this earlier, but the tech that is in the sole of this shoe really makes you feel super bouncy. You're not springy, you're not jumping out the gym and just putting your elbow in the rim, but you do feel like you have a little bit of extra pop when you're running and stopping. So yeah, I mean, they don't play bad, but it's just a little bit different than what I'm used to. I'm used to more so of a wider base, so I can kind of do a little bit more when I'm going from side to side. So overall, they play all right. Okay, so you guys probably understand how I feel about these shoes, but now let's see if they'll be right for you. If you are someone who has a narrow foot, plays downhill, and does not do too many lateral movements, these shoes may be right for you. The traction is not that great, but they're good enough to play in. And for $100, you really can't complain about them. The design is all right. The material's good enough for the shoe. And also, it's just like an all in all decent shoe. The only people that I would say you shouldn't buy these shoes would be people who have wider feet, people who do a lot of lateral movements, and I think that'd be about it. Lateral movements and wide feet, these shoes really aren't for you. I'd say just go ahead and take that $100 and buy a different pair of shoes. Besides that, man, they're cool, they're all right. But anyways, guys, that's the video. So if you guys have any disagreements, just go ahead and comment down below and let me know what I missed or what I forgot to add in this video. And also make sure you like this video if you found it valuable, and go ahead and think about subscribing if you want to see more content like this. But guys, that's it. Peace.